Hi, my name is Debra Somesan, and I'm so excited to speak with you today about my interview with VC. We're going to reference her as VC to help protect her privacy. I met VC through my son and interviewed her in her home as she is a caregiver for her husband. My relationship with her has been completely through my son, and he suggested that she would be a great person to interview, and so I value his opinion. He asked her if it would be okay. When she said yes, I reached out to her and we scheduled the time. I chose her, again, just because my son suggested that she would be a great value for me. She's 85 years old, full of life, and we thoroughly enjoyed getting to know one another, and I interviewed her for about an hour. VC and I talked about her birth, her parents, briefly, parents, her siblings, her growing up, her desires, her dreams, her vocation, her own family, where she is now, and how she got to that place in life. Sharing the life of VC is exciting. She has found meaning in life all throughout life, and she encourages others to find meaning in life. She's a believer that life should have meaning from the very beginning to the end. One area of meaning for the adult life is their cognitive ability. According to the World Health Organization, mental health is an integral part of physical health. Cohen discusses studies that show that our peak of intellectual cognitive ability happens sometimes even past midlife in that time frame. VC and I discussed how important it is for her to have her mental health as she is the caregiver for her husband. So she not only feels it's important for herself and the things that she needs to accomplish, but she feels it's important to add stability and meaning to the life of her spouse. On the quest for meaning, sometimes it's referred to as spirituality. Individuals look and search for an ultimate knowledge of life, according to Bjorklund. Bjorklund says that this can be a practice of like a traditional religion search, or sometimes just a personal quest to find self-enlightenment, sometimes referred to as self-transcendence. And as we increase in age, sometimes this is referred to as gero-transcendence. Cohen refers to this as the possibility even of an inner push given meaning to life. VC feels that preparing for aging is being in prayer and in participation in what God is doing in missions, as she has been a missionary most of her life. She feels that being in the center of the feeling that she is most aligned with God gives her such self-satisfaction and meaning in her life, and it's so very important to her. VC also discusses the importance of giving back, and this gives her life so much meaning. Cohen discusses meaningful volunteerism as helpful in satisfaction in aging. VC, like I said, was a missionary most of her life, but now she gives back as being a coach and a mentor and is part of a continued mission and aids in her self-satisfaction. She also values her ability to give care to her spouse. This is her second spouse. She lost her first husband, and she married this gentleman at the age of 61, and she feels a lot of importance and value in being able to help him. VC values continuing to learn and creativity. She actually wrote a book in her older years, and she's so very proud of that accomplishment. It was published in 8 different languages, and it talks about her life. Cohen talks about this and did a study on creativity having mental and physical benefits. I also read an article by Carleen Bryce, and he totally referenced Cohen's significant contributions about this in the aging process. VC talked with me on advice on aging, which in every area of life has its own adventures, she says. She's experienced extreme loss, a baby at a young age, her first husband, her other 2 children as they were just reaching adulthood, they were killed. So she says, I could have given up, but she said, life has so much more than that. And you have to embrace it and learn from these times and grow from them. And she feels she still has so much to give in her life. VC's advice and philosophy is to be totally sold out for Christ and do what you're completely passionate about in life and live it to its fullest. As I watch this beautifully aging lady, she has grace and sophistication, and she has found so much meaning in her life. As Cohen said, learn, grow, love, and experience profound happiness in later years. Thank you so much.